gonna wait just about a minute or two and let everybody get the notification and get ready. We're gonna be doing edible fires tonight, so it should be pretty fun, and we'll learn some kind of basic fire, just some basic fire skills. Hello, hello. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It was very warm here out at camp, but it was a very beautiful day. Hello, everybody. Like I said, we'll wait just a few more moments and let everyone join on, and then we'll go ahead and get started. If you are wanting to participate, I'm going to show you how to do some edible campfires. Our supply list that we had was grapes and Cheerios or something like a small snack. I'm actually using popcorn today because I didn't have any Cheerios. And then small pretzel sticks or something that looks like that. Carrot sticks, carrots. And then you're either going to want like chunks of pineapple, cantaloupe, or mandarin oranges. I'm going to show you how to put all of that together. I have a few different things that I am going to substitute because I didn't necessarily have everything. So we'll go ahead and get started in just a few minutes. Hi, Troop 12703. I'm glad you guys could hop on. Awesome. Well, we'll go ahead and get started, and then that way all of our friends, they can either hop on, hop off, share the video, just let everybody know. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you have your carrot sticks or some sort of long fruit, long vegetable, anything like that, that'll work. I'm going to use baby carrots because that's what I have. So the first thing we're going to do before we actually build our edible fire is we're going to talk about the different kinds of frames that we use. And so when you go camping out at camp, what you're going to want to do is you're going to use different kinds of frames for different things. Our very basic frame that you can kind of almost build everything from is called an A-frame. I'll build it towards you guys. So what an A-frame campfire looks like, it looks just like how it sounds, is you're going to make an A. So you're going to take two of your carrot sticks. And I'll explain what these are in a minute. Our two carrot sticks, you're going to make kind of like a V, or, at you, however you're building it. And then you're going to put one on top. So that's what an A-frame campfire looks like. I'll do it from a different direction. Point it this way. That's our A-frame. And then another campfire you can use is called the log cabin. And again, it sounds just like, or you build it just like it sounds, a log cabin. So you'll actually need 4 carrot sticks or 4 pieces of whatever you have to build that. These are a little rolly. Let's see if I can balance them. But this one, that's what it looks like. It's just a little log cabin. I'm going to have to hold it. The carrots are just too round. So that's what a log cabin looks like. And then the next one is kind of like our bonfire, or kind of like a teepee. It's really good for roasting. And so it kind of looks like that. These aren't going to balance very well, but you kind of rest them on each other and make a teepee. A teepee is really great if you're roasting marshmallows. Now, those are the different kind of frames that we're going to be doing today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about what each part of our edible campfire, our snack that we're about to have, what each part of that represents. So if you have Cheerios, you want to grab those. And just look at them. Like I said, I'm actually going to use popcorn because I didn't have any kind of small cereal. So I'm going to grab a really small piece of popcorn that I have. Now, what the Cheerios represent, or what my popcorn represents, is this actually represents tinder. Now, when you're building a fire, you can't just set big pieces of wood on fire because that's not going to last, and it's going to be really hard to kind of get your fire going. So you got to start small and work your way up big. So our very small pieces, tinder, that's what our Cheerios represent. That is going to be anything that's really small, so really small sticks, pine needles, anything like that. And that's again called tinder, and your tinder is going to be anything that's smaller than your pinky. Now we're making kind of a miniature fire, so they'll be even smaller, but you want something that's really small, and that's going to kind of be where you start. The next piece that we need to build our campfire is going to be something called kindling. Now, kindling is something, it's a medium-sized stick, and a good rule of thumb for that is it's no bigger than your thumb. So we went from our pinky to our thumb, and today I did not have pretzel sticks either, but I do have some honey barbecue little Frito twisty things. So these are going to be my kindling for today. But you want something that looks like that. And that goes with your tinder. So it's tinder again is our really small piece, our really small like Cheerios or this really small piece of popcorn. And our kindling, again, is anything that it's a medium-sized stick and it's about the size of your thumb. You don't want anything bigger than that. And then in our snack after that, so your pretzel sticks or something that looks like that. After that, the next thing you're going to want is your fuel. Now, we have our tinder, which is our small, really dry stuff, our kindling, which is our medium dry stuff, and then our fuel, which fuels the fire, is our big stuff. So that's going to be your bigger, if you come to camp, it's your split wood, big logs. And for that, what you want is things that are about the size of your arm. So in today, for our snack, what we're doing is it's going to be our carrots. So again, we're going to have our tinder, which is our Cheerios or something that's small. So like today for me, it's going to be the popcorn. And then the next is we have our kindling, which is, again, about the size of our thumb. And that for me is going to be my little Fritos. And then our fuel, which is going to be our carrots. And so once you have all of those things, those three things are what you need to essentially feed your fire. And we'll go ahead, if you guys want to grab a plate or grab anything like that, we'll go ahead and we'll start actually making our edible campfire. So, I know we talked about some of the ingredients that we have. The other ingredients that we're going to be using when we build our fire is grapes. So, grapes is the very first thing that you want to go ahead and grab. So, our grapes, we're going to use our grapes to make a fire circle. So, when we're out camping, we want to follow the 7 principles of leave no trace, which we did a video on that about a week ago. You always want to make sure you're building a fire where there is a fire circle. And if you have to make one, you always want to make sure you're using stones, things like that you're able to kind of demonstrate or show off where your circle is. So for that, we're going to use some grapes. So you just want to make a circle. I'm going to make a pretty big circle. But we're going to do our grapes kind of in a circle, or not kind of, in a circle, or as much of a circle as you can. You can also, if you have little ones at home that maybe can't eat a full grape, you can also, with the help of an adult or a guardian, go ahead and cut those grapes in half. If you want, I'm just using full grapes right now. So once you have your fire circle, what we're going to do, remember what we just said, is we have to start small and work our fire up. So to start small, we need our tinder. So you want to go ahead and grab your Cheerios, or like I said, for me, I have popcorn. So I'm going to grab some small pieces of my popcorn. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just put those in the middle of my circle. And then next, we want to, when we light our fire, it's going to burn through that tinder pretty quickly, so we want to make sure that we have something for the flame to go to. And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add in our kindling. So for me, that's going to be the Fritos, or if you have pretzel sticks or anything that's kind of long, crunchy, you can do that. And you're just going to kind of place that around your tinder so that it catches. And then once we have our kindling, our tinder and our kindling all set up, we want to go ahead and grab our fuel. Now remember, the first things we went over is our different frames. So again, we're going to have we can either do an A-frame, which looks just like it sounds, like the shape of an A. Or we can do our log cabin, which looks, like I said, just like a log cabin, kind of like that. Or we can do a teepee. Which carrots aren't that great for teepees, but wood, big logs and things do really great. Our teepee. So for this one, we're just going to do an A-frame. in my fire circle. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my A-frame. I'm gonna put the long part of my A over my tinder and my kindling, because when fires burn, they actually burn up. And so we want to make sure that our tinder and our kindling are right below our long piece of our A. And I don't know if that one's going to stay, but we'll do our best. And so that's our kind of basis of our fire. And now when we're here, the next part we're going to want to do is we're going to actually want to light our fire. And then this is where our other part of our fruit snack comes in. So what's going to represent our match and what's going to represent our fire are the pieces of fruit. So you can either use chunks of pineapple, you can use a chunk of a cantaloupe. Again, I had mandarin oranges, so this is going to be my flame. So once I have my fire going, I'm going to light my match, and then I'm going to get my flames going. So I'm going to go ahead and add my flames to my campfire. And then there we go. And so this is a fun way that you can kind of remember. Eat a little piece. This is a fun way to remember how to build fires, and this is something you can share with your troop. And it's definitely something when you come out to camp or anything like that. We definitely teach these skills over and over again. But this is also a fun way. What else can you make? This was just some fruit and things that I had around the house that we made the edible campfire with. My wonderful friend Katie, who is the outdoor experience manager out of that Kiawe Program Center, has left the supply list on this Facebook Live, so you can go back and see what we would recommend. This is also something if you want to do something a little sweeter, you can use candy. You can, use whatever. So this week, if you feel like building another campfire out of some food and you want to do your own campfire, edible campfire snack, take a picture, post it below, let us know. We'd love to see them, and I'd love to see if you guys, what other creative ideas you guys can come up with. But thanks for tuning in. My name is Emily Diehl. I'm the outdoor experience manager out at Camp Ginger Cascades, and I will also be leading the campfire on Thursday at 7 p.m. So make sure you leave us a comment if there's a song you would like us to sing. Let us know, and then make sure you check back in every day at 11, 4, and 7 to see the other different activities we have going on for you guys. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and don't forget to send us those pictures. Bye, everybody.